My eyes flutter open to greet the new day with another episode of My Girlfriend is a Demon summoned from the depths of hell. Welcome to today's interesting game. Lynx here, of course. And yes, we shall continue. Let's see what another day has for us in the store. All that anxiety and loneliness from last night almost feels unreal. So many jumbled thoughts flowing in all at once. I'm not even sure what day it is right now. I cast a glance towards my calendar, following the days that are marked off until I reach the present. It's Friday! The day of the fated battle. The day I faced Misaki and put an end to our feud. I wish I could be more excited, but after last night it's hard for me to even think about that. And I know that all of my training will be for naught if my mind is clouded. God, what am I even saying? Who cares about that? This doesn't have anything to do with that. This is about making things right. Before I can even think about what to do with the Misaki, I have to talk with BP. I need to tell her that she was right. Not just her, but everyone else too. They deserve an apology just as much. Before they are not around anymore. I don't know why but I have this thought. With my mind made up, I freshen up and head out to my room. Off my room, I mean. Okay, they are around. Just as I thought, everyone is already awake and seated at the table. There is an awkward silence hanging in the air. Usually things would be a little more lively, but everyone is content to sit there this morning. Even Yumi is there with everyone, eating in silence, but she notices me and greets me as I take my seat.
Morning.
Morning.
Yumi is the only one who says anything to me. Lucy, Mommy, and Bubble give me a polite wave, but start staring at me awkwardly. And BP won't even look at me right now, which is understandable. I can feel guilt welling up in the pit of my stomach. Maybe it's already too late. But just when I think talking won't do any good, now Yumi addresses me.
So, I take it you have something to say to everyone?
Oh, yeah, I do.
So even she knows what's been happening. Well, I guess it was hard not to notice, and I bet she heard everything. I take a deep breath and bare my soul before everyone present.
I just want to apologize for my mood the last several days.
What with the music?
None of you were trying to waste my time. All you were doing was trying to help me, and I really do appreciate that. I was just so caught up in my own self-absorbed persona that I wasn't even thinking about anything other than being an all-powerful warlord or whatever. I wasn't listening to any of you at all, and I just brushed off all you had to say. None of you deserve that. Not Lucy, not Mommy, not Bubble, and especially not BP. I'm sorry I've been such a big idiot.
And I can't even look anyone in the eye while I was talking. My eyes remain glued to the table. I'm so convinced that they won't accept my apology that I can't bear to bring my head up. And yet, when I finally do muster up the courage to look at everyone else, I see smiling faces? Question mark? Did my words get through to them?
Well, look at that. Even a self-proclaimed demon lord is capable of humility. Huh? I'm really glad you came forward like this. I'd hate to think we're all just being a bother to you. Seems like we tend to lose sight of things like that a lot. Huh?
That part about you being an idiot was totally true, though.
True.
Yeah, super true.
Not now, you two. You're spoiling the moment.
I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now. Everyone's so accepting of my apology. I thought they wouldn't accept at all, but here they are, smiling like nothing ever happened.
So you forgive me?
No.
Of course we forgive you, big
It would be
bro.
funny.
It's not like we've known each other for that long anyways, so... Don't worry about it. We're cool, Makoto.
I couldn't bear to turn down such a heartfelt apology from you, Makoto.
Why are you crying? I worry looks towards BP, still unsure how she feels about all of this.
BP?
Sure. I'll accept your apology. I could tell you were being genuine and true to yourself just now. Besides, it's too much trouble to hold a grudge for that long.
Everyone, thank you.
I give everyone the first honest smile I've given in who knows how long. I forgot what it felt like to be surrounded by people who care about me and what want me to succeed. All this time, I was afraid of not being special, or of anyone not giving me the time of the day because I'm just another person in a sea of billions. In all honesty, I was running away from real life and adopting a persona to overcome this dreadful monotony. But all I succeeded in doing was driving people away anyways, ensuring no one wanted anything to do with me and leaving me all by myself. Now that I'm with people who want me to be a better person, I can finally see what I've been missing this whole time. I don't need special powers or archaic knowledge to make myself happy. I just need friends.
Alright, think that takes care of everything. Who's ready for breakfast?
I am! I want a huge breakfast with waffles and bacon and eggs!
Yeah, keep on dreaming.
Ooh, I'll even have some of that leftover lasagna from last night!
Hey! Save some for us, you glutton!
Who are you calling a glutton, you greedy pig?
I mean, you are literally the demon of gluttony, so... We can't help but all share laugh as we start putting things together for breakfast. This must be what an honest, enjoyable meal with friends and family is like. It's crazy interacting, but in a good way.
By the way, BP, kind of a weird question, but where were you sleeping last night?
Huh? Oh, that's simple. I was sleeping with Yumi.
Nice.
What? Huh?
I look over to me for confirmation, causing her to blush in response.
What's the problem? There's nothing wrong with two girls sleeping together, right?
Yeah.
Besides, it was kind of nice.
I think Bibi might have awakened something in our sister.
What are you getting all red
I don't know if she said anything or not. What are you getting all red for?
That's none of your concern! Don't think I'm getting comfortable having you around!
You are comfortable, aren't you? By now.
And that goes double for the rest of you! You want to start pulling your weight more instead of freeloading?
I'm sorry. Honestly. Well, so much for the cozy atmosphere.
It might have been my fault, because I asked. Things have gotten a bit more chaotic now, but even so, I still feel a sense of relief. Everything's turned out for the best in the end. That's all I can ask for.
So, what now? It's a new day, and we could all use some relaxing after last night.
Well, I still need to go to school.
Oh, right. Almost forgot.
Also, there's something I still have to do.
Plates stacked high with fatty foods, the twins return to their seats.
Huh? What is it, big bro?
It's something that only I can take care of. Something that I can only do by myself.
Yeah.
I won't ask any of you to shoulder the burden. This time I'll handle it on my own.
Yeah.
I'm coming with you, you know?
What? No. I can't let you, BP.
What the hell's your problem? You spend all that time sucking up to us just so you can abandon us again?
I mean, I'm not abandoning you. What the heck?
No, of course not! I don't want to involve anyone else. This is strictly between me and her.
Ooh.
So you don't have to worry. I'll be back before you even know it. I give you my word as Sebastian. No. As Makoto Takaya.
Ooh. Everyone stares pensively at me until BP shrugs her shoulders.
Do what you gotta do, I guess.
I hope you'll come back soon, Makoto.
Don't you dare think about leaving us behind again. Got it?
But please, just come back safely.
Come on, it's not like we're in France or Germany or whatever, anything like that. Yes, I'm gonna be attacking you for letting so many soundmen over there. They're all waiting for me to come back. Of course, that's what friends are for. They'll just have to trust that I'll make it back in one piece. Just like how I have to trust in everything they've taught me.
I'll see you all later.
Saying my farewells to the first honest friends I've had in a while. I step out the house and towards the school. It's another ordinary day for the students of Akumaho High School. Yet another long, tiresome day of sitting through endless lectures. The students accept their fate and absorb knowledge like flies. There are those who look forward to the oncoming weekend but have their excitement dulled by the ever-present monotony. And by the time they get to enjoy the weekend, they find that they must return back to school and the cycle begins anew. Yet on this particular day, at this particular moment in time, my enthusiasm cannot be quelled. The day has finally come, the moment I've been waiting for ever since that fateful encounter 2 days ago. My final showdown with Misaki Tendo, better known as Countess Elizabeth, the everlasting matriarch of the Forgotten Realms. She's been a thorn in my side ever since she challenged my authority, remaining one step ahead of me wherever I go. She even went as far as to perform the same demon summoning ritual. The nerve of her! But she won't be able to get the upper hand on me any longer. I'm prepared now, more than ever, to show her who deserves to lead the Occult Club. It's almost sad to know that this may very well be our last showdown, but that's why it's all the more important to make this a fight worth remembering. I wonder if she's going to, give it to her. Honestly, it's the only thing I've been thinking about all day. I've hardly been paying attention to any of the lectures lately. Well, I can always study later, I guess. Which obviously is always the case. But as soon as the bell rings... I bolt out my seat and head towards our meeting place. But something feels off. It took me longer than usual to fling my backpack over my shoulders and make my way out the door. I don't know if it was this heavy when I came in today, and no curse was placed upon it to make it heavier either. Oh wait. I know exactly what's going on. With a passive sigh, I roll my eyes and take off my backpack and open it up.
Alright, BP, come on out.
My hunch is right. As soon as I unzip my backpack, BP emerges stretching.
Aw, I was hoping to surprise you during your big fight.
What are you doing here? I thought I said I had to do this myself.
You know, I can't allow that. Letting you do this by yourself means having to take on both Misaki and Satan. Which, honestly, isn't too hard. Actually, you could probably do it if you tried hard enough.
Yeah, so?
But I'm technically bound to you, and I wouldn't be a very good partner if I didn't help you out with this.
So nice of her.
I mean, this whole thing is still really dumb and petty, but I'd rather help than leave you fighting by yourself.
Again, I don't think there will be a fight, man.
So, it's alright.
Maybe I'm wrong.
You can rely on me.
BP.
That's right, I can rely on her. I have been so focused on doing things myself that I didn't realize it until now. BP, she's been hanging me out for the past couple of days. And not just her, but Lucy, Mommy, and Pablo too. They all want me to succeed. I haven't had the chance to properly thank them yet, but there will be plenty of time for that once this is all over. I'm still not sure what to make of myself after all they taught me, but all I know for certain now is I'm not alone.
Hey, BP. Quick question. How are you able to sneak into my backpack like that?
Oh, that, well...
Teleportation. She's not saying anything, okay. You know how a cat can fit into almost any space if it tries hard enough?
It's kinda like that. I'm pretty flexible, so small spaces aren't a problem for me.
Right, but that still doesn't explain how you snuck in without me noticing.
Dude, I'm like really good at being stealthy. There was this one time where I snuck into Satan's room and...
There you are!
Oh, never mind. I'll tell you later.
In an instant, BP's bragging is brought to a halt by her. My face's rival, her eyes blazing brighter than a supernova, approaches me without a moment to spare.
I've been looking for you ever since the bell rung. We were supposed to meet on the roof for our final battle, remember? Don't tell me you decided to chicken out now.
Your empty taunts won't work on me any longer, Elizabeth. I strike a fancy pose and give myself new character once more.
Oh, I had no intention of running. I was just doing some last-minute strategizing with my demonic servant. Isn't that right, BP?
Huh? Oh, we're gonna totally beat you up and stuff.
Real smooth, BP.
Is that a fact? Well, I'll have you know that me and my servant have been training non-stop these past few Earth days. And now, we're at a height reachable by no other being, not even you, Sebastian. It will be most amusing to see you groveling at my feet as I claim that which is rightfully mine.
Don't be so sure of yourself, Countess Elizabeth, for it shall be you that falls before the combined might of me and my servant. You shall finally see that the stars have been aligned in my favor all along.
The sparks of our rivalry intensify with every retort. It's hard to believe it's all built up to this moment, but we're so close to finally settling things. Jesus, just get a room. She may brag all she wants, but we both know who's going to come up on top in the end. Oh right, Satan's here too, right.
Oh my
Or should I
gosh,
say Satan?
I can hardly believe it! The climactic showdown is here at last! I still can't believe you two made it this far, but I bet it's all been worth it. But I can feel the powerful auras you two give off! Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps just looking at you. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this, but let's give it our all! Make it gory and exciting for everyone watching! But don't forget to have fun too!
Okay. Satan arrives just as Misaki and I go our separate ways. No one is left to hear her encouraging words except for BP.
Huh? They left.
Calm down, dude. Let's just go already.
BP follows me, leaving a bewildered Satan by herself.
By the way, I meant to ask you earlier, but what's with that extra set of clothes?
What?
Huh? Oh, you mean in my backpack?
Wait, what?
Don't worry about that, my faithful companion. You'll find out soon enough.
I don't know why, but I've got a bad feeling about this.
Same?
This is it, the final showdown. The fate of the universe is at hand, as the ephemeral hands of destiny turn towards this, the final hour.
Right.
Only one can emerge victorious. Well, unless we were both cast asunder, then I guess both of us would be losers.
Yes?
I thought you guys were already losers.
They were, yeah. I mean, she has a point, kind of. I'm the one trying to hype myself up in a public bathroom.
I'm trying to get into the mindset here.
Oh, don't mind me. just thinking out loud.
You were so inspiring a second ago. Don't you have, like, anything that would be the least bit encouraging?
At least nobody will be watching.
Honestly, that's a bit of a relief.
There you go.
Speaking of which, this is the boys' washroom. You're not supposed to be in here.
Huh. Guess not.
She says as she takes a seat. Well, it was worth a shot.
I'm just gonna get changed into a stall over there.
You never told me why you need to change, though.
You'll see, I guess.
The cape adds a +5 modifier to my magic stat.
I don't think... Okay, sure. Whatever. I'm still not 100% sold on this. You guys aren't gonna beat each other up, right?
A real lord doesn't dirty their hands with such repulsive displays.
Hmm.
We shall fight with class and dignity, and channel the most arcane of magics at our disposal.
Hmm.
A war of wordy words, as it were.
Is it going to be like a rap battle then?
I don't see how any of this is classy, but, well, try not to get hurt or anything.
I guess.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Well, all you do is eat and sleep, so...
Is there no greater purpose in life?
She's got a point.
Alright. I'm ready.
Stepping out of the stall, I flourish my cape.
Do I look as if I'm ready to harvest a rainbow scale from the most bloodthirsty dragon?
You, look distinguished.
Distinguished is good too. Alright, I'm ready.
Kick her ass, Makoto.
Yeah.
But not literally. That's assault.
That's what I meant. Ooh. For the winding hallway, through the winding hallways and the mountain staircases, I finally reached the rooftop. The wind cut against my face on all sides. I was surrounded by towering chain link fences. I could feel swirling arcane forces, caged within like animals. How appropriate. You're late! For a moment, expected you could flit like the corny lion you are!
Countess Elizabeth, I will not be deterred by your half-hearted taunts.
Oh my gosh, you came! I'm so happy you're here, Makoto. Misaki was really worried about you, you know?
Servant, we've been over this.
Right. Countess Elizabeth yada yada whatever, not important. The audience has already heard that drawn-out name. You should stick with a shorter, cuter one.
Yeah!
What? I'm not trying to be cute. Don't change the subject.
Audience, what's she talking about?
No clue.
She might be talking about me over here.
Enough! I
And
bided
the
my
people
time,
who watch
and now
posting
it is
videos on
time.
YouTube.
The witching hour
Like a very
beckons.
small group. Very, very small group, sadly.
Eternity everlasting waits for no mere
Given the
mortal.
fact that this
It
YouTube
is
is a
time to
complete
settle
failure,
our
right?
1,000-year rivalry.
Is someone in a hurry? She sure is monologuing a bit.
Sebastian Wolfgang IV, I challenge you to a demon battle.
Wait, demon battle?
What are your terms?
A mere mortal, through their inferior looking glass, cannot perceive the true potential of the opportunities granted to them every day. But we are the truest of demon lords, and we have honed our skills in preparing our servants for this day. It is time to demonstrate their full potential. We shall be as their bloodthirsty leaders, destined to clash forevermore.
Or until a victor is decided. Proper pacing is key to an enjoyable experience. Though, I guess it doesn't really stop a lot of shonen shows from going on and on and on.
Yeah.
I don't recall agreeing to Mortal Kombat. You know how hard it is to clean bloodstains?
Very.
think of it this way, Beepy. If you tire yourself out, it'll make the rest that comes after that much more fulfilling, right?
I really hate it when you use my own logic against me.
Fine, let's do this.
Yay! It'll just be like when we were little imps. Sticking our hands into cookie jars, playing tag, setting fire to villages. Aw, I'm getting nostalgic thinking about it.
I accept your infernal terms, Countess Elizabeth. May the better team win.
Ah, how gracious of you to admit your own trembling weakness! But it will not be enough. I've been looking forward to squashing you like the pesky insect that you are. But perhaps if you groveled at my feet first, I might reconsider.
Your girlfriend has some really kinky fetishes.
I will not be dissuaded. Go, Belphegor of Sloth.
Fine. You don't have to shout. Jeez. So, how is this supposed to...
Why is she even quieter? Okay, I'm certain she was saying stuff. Why is she overwhelmed by music? How? Voice maxed out, music so much lowered. Why?
I choose you, Satan of Wrath.
What is the Pocky Monsters?
That's me!
Pocket Monsters.
You know that feeling when you're eating a burger and the patty slides out onto your...
No.
We know who you are, Satan. You really don't have to introduce yourself a third time.
Ah, but it's for those watching at home. I have to introduce myself as the star of the show.
Ah, keep dreaming. Now I don't know if she said anything or not. Seriously, what audience? Are we being recorded? Technically, yes.
That's ridiculous. She's just making stuff up.
Well, the school does have security cameras, but... Wait, don't distract me! It's time we ended this!
The two demons faced up against each other in the middle of the ring. Their retainers stood at the sidelines, staring daggers at one another. The tension was thick, you could cut it with a katana.
You're in for quite a rude awakening,
Like a
Countess.
very old sword.
Beepy's defenses are utterly impenetrable.
No, katanas are cool, but you know, they would not stand a chance with, like, European swords.
Fools as you are, I've prepared Satan to penetrate any and all defenses!
Yes! You see, I have a secret weapon.
Do you?
Your hollow gloating is nothing but conjecture and fabrication. Give it your best shot, if you are prepared.
Aw, you don't believe me? Okay then, I'll have to prove it to you.
Estan cupped her hands together, holding them at her waist, her eyebrows furrowed, concentrating intensely. Her hands began to glow with an awesome power.
Now then, I recommend you don't look directly at my super attack, or else it might burn your retinas.
An orb of light was slowly accumulating in her hands, pulsating with life. It was growing bigger and bigger. Why is it so loud? Isaac was grinning cheekily on the other side of the arena, and red washed over her face. Oh god! Was this something they planned together?
Okay, then here we go! Prism Shower Sparkle Beam!
With a flourish of her hands, she unleashed the energy in one grand gesture, and I was blinded. I shielded my eyes, it was so bright. Was this her true power? The light disappeared. I was afraid to look at what happened to Beepy. I couldn't hear her. Was she obliterated in a blast? Was I foolhardy? Nothing happened, right? I didn't want to lose Beepy, not like this! Sting myself to face the truth, I reopened my eyes. What I saw was not quite what I was expecting. Beepy was just standing there. For an awkward moment, all of us stood staring and utterly dumbstruck.
What? Oh, I had my eyes closed. Satan gave me a warning, so...
Yeah?
Beep! PP! You were supposed to keel over, defeated by the forces of good!
What forces of good?
What? Really? I honestly have no idea what I'm supposed to actually do. Hey, Makoto? I don't usually do any of this geeky Chuuni stuff you guys do.
And by usually, you mean never, right?
You got any advice? Is there a script? I didn't come prepared.
How did you survive that energy blast?
That sparkle dust thingy? What even was that?
It was a blast of concentrated love! It's the most powerful force in the world!
Yes, it was her idea. For love is powerful enough to topple kingdoms and to right the most unjust wrongs.
Huh?
Oh, I guess that explains everything. Yubi's always been pretty oblivious to anything involving love.
Kind of.
Hey, I'm not oblivious. Not any more oblivious than you two dorks flirting it out.
True.
We're not flirting!
Yes, you are.
We're not flirting!
Yes, you are. I am abstaining from mentioning any of the times Yumi acted weird around her. Didn't seem like the time or place.
Whatever, it probably didn't even affect her. She probably didn't even notice.
That does sound plausible.
Or it's just a dumb little light show that doesn't mean anything.
Why are you so quiet?
PP! Why can't you play along? We're supposed to be having fun! Putting on a show?
Stop fraternizing with the enemy! This is war!
Say, Satan, she's bossing you around a lot, huh?
Yeah. I just wanted to bring sparkles and sunshine into her life. But she's very stubborn. It's all doom and gloom and really angsty poetry. I feel bad for her, honestly. It must be hard to make friends.
Yeah, no kidding.
TMI, Satan! Ugh! You're just saying all this to piss me off, aren't you? That's it! Makoto, face me, right here, right now!
Huh?
It's actually... You know what? Never mind. Sure.
I spoke her to meet Misakiro and I hear the demon girls chatting with each other.
You see that? Now they're gonna make up and be friends.
You're shrewd, I'll give you that.
So the demon battle didn't work out. It seems we're at an impasse.
It's fine. I didn't honestly expect much out of our mere servants. I had a backup plan. I cannot think of a more fitting way to end this
Huh.
than to decide it with a duel.
A duel?
As we have always dueled, this time you have no reason to hold anything back. There are no bystanders. Call upon the most archon magics you have to bear.
If that is how it must be, then I will show you no quarter. Countess Elizabeth, the everlasting matriarch of the Forgotten Realms!
Sebastian Wolfgang IV, prepare to mate your maker as you traipse from this mortal coil!
This spell conjures up the southwestern winds brought to bear by Pazuzu himself. Within the mind's eye, there is no respite from the storm.
A predictable plot. I have a counter spell just for the occasion. Barriers crafted by Malphus himself. With this spell, I shall be as a stronghold, rendering mighty storms but petty dying gasps.
Aha! A stronghold can be undermined.
What's with the balls?
With the authority of Rome, I conjure a quake that will render your humble abodes to rubble.
But a true queen need not a throne to dominate those that would threaten her. With the spell of Beleth, all shall remain as my loyal subjects. With the power of love, my empire will remain immortal and eternal.
But do you have the presence of mind to not quiver in his presence?
Oh! Is that a challenge, you treacherous worm?
Our limbs flayed widely as possessed by demons themselves, perhaps we were. Spell after spell, hex rattled with every breath. It was exhilarating.
They seem to be enjoying this a
Yeah.
Oh, they really are in love.
They're made for each other. I'm not sure whether to call it cute or concerning.
Both? Question mark?
You think so too, right? Oh, I hope they make up and kiss after all this.
This isn't some schlocky rom-com, Satan.
Our climatic duel went on for what felt like hours. And as the dust cleared,
Your skills have improved, Misaki.
I don't want to admit it, but you have honed your craft just a little. This is frustrating. We're evenly matched.
Then how do we decide?
suddenly the door swung open. A senior student with a red armband ran out onto the rooftop.
What the hell's going on up here?
We were just...
enjoying the weather.
Yeah, the sun is nice.
I heard shouting, and both of you should know that students aren't allowed on the rooftop.
Then what are you doing here?
And what's with those outrageous costumes?
They aren't costumes.
They're ruining baby tunics.
Whatever they are, they're against uniform regulations. I don't know what kind of messed up date you two are on, but...
We're not dating!
We're not dating.
Between the uniform violation... And aren't you two
Wait,
supposed
wait.
to be in... Between the uniform violations, entering restricted areas, and the noise complaints... And aren't you two supposed to be in class?
Oh, shit.
It would appear that our climatic showdown had dragged on too long, and we are both late for our classes.
That's an excellent point, Mr. Hall Monitor, so if you'll excuse us, we should really...
Hold it, I'm issuing both of you detention slips.
What?
What?
That's outrageous.
I don't make the rules. Report to A2 after school. Come on, this way, off the roof. And get out of those ridiculous costumes or magic whatsits, honestly.
Ow, okay, man. Jeez, you don't have to shove.
This is so embarrassing.
This wasn't quite the finale I had hoped for. Stuck in the stiffy classroom for an hour, an arm's reach from Misaki. Usually in times like this, BP would get bored and make some sardonic remark. Shouldn't tag along this time for... A teacher was at the front, kicking back in his seat. I recognized him from science. He was the sort that tried to be friends with every student. It could have been perceived as cute if it wasn't so annoying. Yes.
Can't say I'm particularly surprised.
He was shaking his head as he said this. I wanted to cut him down to size. I didn't need his pity nor his condescension. Instead, I remained silent. After all the hula baloo on the rooftop, my energy is utterly drained. Glancing aside to Misaki, she seems similarly quiet, the most quiet I've seen her in some time. Like a barely restrained animal, she glares daggers at the counselor up front, and from his throne of power, he's largely unfazed.
Well, I hope you kids don't mind if I duck out to get a coffee. Don't tell on me to the principal, okay?
He laughed, trying to lighten the mood. There was no response.
Well, you guys just stay put and think about what you've done. Hey, it's not like I want to be here any more than you guys do, so,
Excusing himself, he moved to exit the classroom. As the door closed behind him, silence hung over the room. Turning my head slightly behind me, I get a better look at Misaki's expression. She's leaning back in her seat, arms folded. She seemed content to wait out the clock. It was alien seeing her so composed like this. Usually she was fuming at any little thing. Maybe she was just as exhausted as I was. She must have been.
Odd that it's just the two of us in for detention.
Quite. Perhaps the others are satisfied to be vapid conformist. Or they play favorites with the athletic clubs. I cannot fathom it.
Why didn't they allow students on the roof? I never understood that. Everything's fenced off, it's completely safe. Far as I know, no one's died up there.
Mm-hmm. Nice view, too. And from such a high vantage, you could be closer to God.
Oh no.
Huh. I didn't know you were the religious sort.
I'm not, really. It just sounded cooler in my head.
Okay, makes sense.
I see.
Science fell over the classroom once again. I couldn't stand it. Something didn't feel right about this. The silence was grating. Perhaps small talk was the domain of simpler minds, but I would rather have that in their air than nothing at all. Turning my chair around, I face her desk.
So, Countess!
Oh, just say Misaki, for heaven's sake.
Misaki's fine. I'm not in the mood right now, Mikoto.
It's like that?
This was interesting. Misaki wasn't usually the sort to drop character. Her nerves were as steel. Her eyes drifted over to survey me. Eventually she let out a sigh.
I'm annoyed.
Annoyed? I'm sorry?
No, not with you. Well, maybe a bit, but...
Her eyebrows furrowed as she sank deeper into her chair. She was contemplating something. Choosing her words carefully. Now that was a cause for concern.
Makoto? You feel like maybe this whole thing was just a waste of time?
Huh?
What?
I mean, like, with this whole craziness about summoning demons. I felt like maybe if I could attain some kind of power like that, it'd help me get ahead. You had the same thought, didn't you?
Yeah, you're right. And then when we put all the cards on the table, none of it really amounted to anything. It was the same as if we met.
I suppose our servants ended up being layabouts, huh?
True, very true. Still though, Satan, she seemed to care about you a lot.
Right. Power of love and all that nonsense. She's endearing in her own saturine way. And I suppose your BP was quite attached to you as well.
Yes.
Yeah, she wanted me to make sure I was taking care of myself properly. I don't think she ever really cared about the demonic showdown.
I mean, that's obvious. Misaki stirred in her seat.
Frankly, I'm not in the mood for a rematch. We put everything on the table. Determining a winner such as that would be...
It'd be repeating the same process, expecting different results.
Exactly. Makoto, I was wondering, why did you want to start the occult club?
Why did I originally turn in a form? That was a question I hadn't thought about in some time. I paused trying to recollect to come up with a suitably poetic recounting. But nothing came to mind, nothing that would satisfy the Countess.
I was bored, I guess.
Bored?
Yeah, I mean, why would you climb a mountain? Because it's there. I figured just to cast a line and see if I hooked any catches. Perhaps a club would be the beginning of a following. And from there, my influence would grow from the lordship of the school to across town to across Japan and then the world itself.
What?
And then I would extend my reach to the stars.
What?
Of course, you would be looking for followers. You must be terribly lonely, not having any friends.
You don't have to be so blunt about it.
Oh!
Misaki was grinning cheekily, laughing her annoying laugh like it was some kind of catchphrase. It's not like she had friends either.
That's something of a relief, though. When I had found out, I thought you were just trying to one-up me as rivals are wont to do. Perhaps I gave you too much credit.
Wait a second. When we exhausted our mana pools, you said it yourself. We are evenly matched. Perhaps you're a bit too prideful.
That was... Fine. I guess I said those things. I guess.
I guess.
don't look so self-assured. If Satan had pulled her weight, this would be settled by now.
If she pulled her weight, huh?
I leaned back in my seat. I thought about things a bit.
Maybe they had other priorities.
What are you babbling on about?
There was something BP was always nagging me about. About taking the magic talk down a notch, acting normal, making friends.
Mm-hmm.
How preachy.
I was a bad listener too, but I think she had a point. Did Satan ever talk to you about this sort of stuff?
Sometimes. A lot of it sounded like some schlocky anime. I didn't pay much attention. Power of love or some such. That it has the power to bridge any conflict. She's been nice though. I don't hate her.
Misaki must have grown attached to Satan. Usually it takes a lot of goading to get such high praise from her.
I guess they've been looking out for us more than we thought.
Guess so. All for the sake of a pointless, dumb duel. The futility of it all. It almost makes you want to laugh, doesn't it?
I guess it is a little funny.
Just a bit.
Though, I'm not sure if it was all pointless in the end. We ended up learning a bit more about each other.
When you put it like that, you make it sound as if they had a plan all along.
Maybe they did.
Wouldn't surprise me.
For both of us were able to chat so casually. Well, pretense or masquerade, there was a question that hung in the back of my mind.
Misaki, I had an idea. Would it be an issue if we submitted a joint application for an occult club?
Oh no, she was seriously considering that.
Well, you are my equal at a magus, though your attire is novice magecraft at best. I suppose if we combined our powers, then there would be nothing standing in our way.
To glory and prestige, I assume.
Something like that.
Sitting up a little straighter, she looked a little more jazzed up for this idea.
Honestly, that's not the worst idea you've ever had, Makoto. With my brains and your brawn, we could rule this simple realm.
It was... am I really the brawn here? It was my idea.
True. A two-headed dragon would be more appropriate moniker. Shoot. Usually you end up signing contracts for this sort of agreement.
Do you want to shake on it instead?
Her eyes lowered to my outstretched hand.
A verbal agreement would have sufficed, but, whatever.
She clasped it firmly, her eyes lit up with excitement.
The pact is sealed. We shall combine our resources and bring about a new age, Sebastian.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Countess.
Hey! You kids better not be enjoying yourselves in there.
Crap. We'll talk later.
Yeah, definitely.
Parting ways, we settled back into our seats as the counselor returned, a mug of coffee in hand.
Sorry I took so long. No one else is around here at this hour besides the janitor. Had to make a cup for myself. Fresh, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kids better glower in jealousy at this discount coffee.
Yeah, coffee sucks, so no.
That's what detention's all about. Regrets, silence, and reminiscing about all the time you'd lost out on.
Glancing aside to each other, we said it best to bide our time and wait out the remaining minutes.
Alright, time's up. You two are free to go. Go on, get.
Sadly, we shuffle our way out until the classroom is no longer in sight. Finally, released from our imprisonment, we emerged into blinding daylight. The sun was steady on its descent. Time marched to its own drum, it seemed. Waiting for us were two demons, opposites of the same coin. Or at least a similar coin, same currency at least.
Hey! Guys! Over here!
Huh? together.
And they aren't shouting nonsense at each other. What witchcraft is this?
See? See? It was all because of the power of love, you see? The original idol Estan scores another convert.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
What are you two doing out here?
After leaving us to rot in our cells, you have the gumption to show your faces?
Well, I mean, detention was for you two, not us.
True.
Would you want to serve time for something you didn't do?
Yeah.
Don't worry, though. We've been waiting ever so faithfully for your return. And now we can all be together again! Oh, I missed you guys so much!
In that moment, Satan barreled at us with a hug.
Oh, this grip! I think my ribs are puncturing my diaphragm!
Cease, minion! Jeez!
As you command, Misaki-chan.
With egg in his mind, Satan bounced back away. Out the corner of my eye, I could catch BP rolling her eyes.
I was thinking about things we could talk about to catch up! Like our favorite waifus, or the ethics of gun control.
Huh?
Oh, and which fantastic finale game is the best?
No clue what
I
that
like
is.
the 13th one the most.
You ought to save it for the party at least.
What party?
Party? We're having a party?
What's this about, Makoto?
This is the first I've heard of it. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, what?
Shit, I wasn't supposed to mention that.
Oh.
Whatever. Cat's out of the bag now. Lucy and the twins stayed behind to plan a party for you.
Their
logic was like, if you won, sweet, we'll get to eat and have fun and celebrate. And if Misaki kicked your ass, well, at least you'll have a nice meal.
This sounds suspiciously like something Bubble would come up with.
Yeah.
Right. Bubble. Yeah, her idea. Shut up, Satan.
It's okay. I won't give away your little secret.
What secret?
Though, I wish you would have told me my other sisters came out to play. I would have visited.
Gee, I wonder why I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Aw, that's super cold, BP.
Well, doesn't matter anyway. Here they are now.
Huh? Really?
Turning my head back to look, I see three familiars scampering down the block.
Makoto!
Keep it down, Bubble. Someone will hear you.
It's not like anyone can perceive us anyway, you know. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Bubble? Mommy? Lucy? What are you doing out here?
We're here because we got an extra special surprise for you.
Oh, a surprise.
Right.
What? It's not a bad surprise. Or are you not grateful for the gifts we shower upon you? Stuck-up prick is what you are.
Ow.
No, I'm grateful, really. It's just... BP already let me in on the surprise party.
Oh, that's no fun. I made pretty decorations and party favors and everything. They aren't that good, but...
Hey, what the hell, BP? This whole thing was your idea, wasn't it?
Nani?
Oh well. The party's back there, so I'll make sure it's all hot and ready to go.
Just before she was about to dart off, Mommy cut off her exit with pinpoint accuracy in prediction. Because she would eat everything.
Hold it, lard ass. You're not getting off that easy.
Well, at least neither of you guys got hurt in the final battle. I think that's a good thing. And you look like you two are going to be good friends too. We should all be friends together.
Yeah.
If you want to be my friend too, I mean, I wouldn't mind at all.
Lucy was a little skittish, but she went well with every word.
Well, Countess, it seems they have a grand feast awaiting us.
Are you serious? We don't have time for vapid festivities.
What?
Misaki was scolding. What was she so upset about? That was always a question with her. It seemed even in times of revelry she always found something to pick at.
We just signed a pact to establish our organization, and you want to whittle time away eating and drinking? No, I won't have that. There's too much to do.
Huh?
But they planned a party and everything.
As the everlasting matriarch of the Forgotten Realms, the value of time itself is not lost on me.
Huh?
Well, she's at it again.
Yeah.
It's okay. You get used to it.
Do you? Firmly grasping my hand, she tugged at me to follow along.
We have to submit the imperial paperwork, gather the necessary materials for the rituals. Proper materials, not the dollar store junk you grabbed from the dollar store.
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
Yeah?
Not to mention the lessons. We have to set a curriculum if we are to influence the masses. There are innumerable ways to greatness. Geomancy, necromancy, hydromancy. A whole lot of mancies.
I guess they would drive you a little lancy.
Shut your filthy mouth, Stinner! If you're going to be my able-bodied assistant in this scheme, I'll need you at your best.
Wait, who's assisting who? We're supposed to be equals, right?
You forfeited that privilege the instant you made that ghastly pun.
They're at it again.
I read that this is just another one of their mating rituals, you know? It'll be fine.
Well, all's well
If
that
it was
ends
true,
well,
huh?
I guess. Jeez, I could use a nap.
Well, I'm not sticking around. There is delicious meal waiting back home.
Hey, wait up! Damn, she's fast.
I guess I'll be going too.
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna make a few calls.
What do you mean? So in the end, Misaki and I agreed to work together and form the Occult Club. We're not dating or anything, it's just mutually beneficial collaboration. They're dating. As insistent as Satan is on that point. In a way, I'm kind of glad. Everything else ended up working out for the best. Misaki is very determined to make this a success, and I don't intend to let her down. Maybe things will calm down. Maybe not.
Huh. That's my cell.
Interesting ringtone.
It's from Yumi?
Ooh.
Hello?
Makoto! Where the hell are you?
Whoa, stop shouting! You nearly blew out my eardrums!
You're supposed to be supervising your little demon gremlin friends! Come home right now!
I made plans.
Plans? Listen, they're all here for that dumb party!
All?
More of them! I don't even know who invited them!
It was probably Satan. Whole families together, I think.
What are you? Give me back my phone!
BP? What's going on over there?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Enjoy your date with Misaki or whatever.
How many times do I have to tell you this isn't a date? And she hung up.
Things are about to get a whole lot more interesting on the home front. I still need to figure out a way to send BP and Satan home. I promised my sister that much. But that can wait. Alongside the Countess, my path is clear.
What are you monologuing about?
Nothing. Just imagining the monument we're going to erect as a testament to our legacy.
Don't use that word. Erect. It's lewd.
But I was... whatever.
The end, I guess. Anything in... So extras, right? Extras bring settings. What about preferences? Yeah, it's also settings. Interesting. You know what? The title of this game is such a bait, given that in the end, technically, you don't end up dating any of the demon girls. It's such a bait. But whatever, it's fine. All in all, to be fair, quite honest, 100% honest over here with that. Would be nice if, you know, at least our main character ended up dating Misaki. And when it comes to the demon girls, it would have to be BP. Come on. No other option. No other option allowed. Fun little game. A fun little game, that's for sure. But I feel like Watercress, or more like all the games from Watercress that we played, all were fun. To be fair, we will have one more game to play, which is basically a sequel. And that is called My Roommate is a Succubus Hellbent on World Conquest. So yes, we'll be playing that afterwards. For I might also play something else in between, kind of. We'll see. We will see. All in all, fun thing. Chuuni, I don't know, nobody in my, at least any of my schools had that kind of thingy about them. Maybe it really is limited to Japan or something, the 8th grade syndrome. I don't know, maybe. Also, I imagine if someone acted like this, that would be so cringe. That would be very, very like that. But what else? Hopefully, those two will be able to overcome that eventually, and hopefully they realize they should date Makoto and Misaki. With that message being said, whoever managed to get with me through the entire game, glad you were around. Remember to like the video, or all of them, and subscribe if you're new around, that would be super appreciated. And most importantly, have a wonderful day. We'll play the sequel afterwards. Bye bye.